integration of e power ax form or ax plus b form, then you have to write it as e power ax plus b by a. So what is integration of secant square x? Integration of secant square x is tan x. Here we have a trigonometric function. So let us take the integration of substitution method. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. So here we are at the last chapter of your syllabus, that is definite integrals and application to areas. So as I previously said, we have two types of integrals. One is indefinite integrals and definite integrals. Indefinite integrals are used to find the antiderivatives for the given particular function. Here definite integrals are used to find the area under curves under the given conditions. So in this session, we are basically learning the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. What does this fundamental theorem of integral calculus say? So let's look at it. So here we have a fundamental theorem of integral calculus. What does it states? So let f of x be a continuous function on the closed interval a comma b. So closed for some interval, the given function is continuous and f of x, capital F of x will be its integral value. Then how we can write the values of the given integral of a particular integral with the intervals. So here we can write it as integral from a to b f of x dx. F of x dx as f of b minus f of a. How we will get this? F of b minus f of a is nothing but f of x, that is the integral value with the a and b as a limits. So how we are going to write this? Whenever a function is given with two limits a and b, then capital F of x will be its integral value. So a and b are the limits. We have to substitute f of b minus f of a. So here a is called as the lower limit or the inferior limit and b is called as the upper limit or the superior limit. So for example, whenever integration from 1 to 2 of x into dx is given, what is the integral value of x? It is x square by 2 with respect to, we have two limits 1 and 2. First we have to substitute the value of b, then a. So therefore according to the theorem, you have to take it as f x square means 2 square by 2 minus 1 square by 2. That is, you have to apply the upper limit first and then the lower limit. So therefore it is 4 by 2, which is nothing but 2, and it is minus 1 by 4. So on solving this, you will get the value as 5 by 4. So this is the value of the integral when it is under the two limits a and b. So let's look at few examples or few problems of definite integrals. So first one, evaluate the following integral, integration of e power 2x from 0 to 1. So here, integration of e power ax form or ax plus b form, then you have to write it as e power ax plus b by a. So that is integration of e power ax plus b with respect to dx is nothing but e power ax plus b divided by a only. Here there is no b value, just write down a value. So what is this now? So this is integration of e power 2x is e power 2x divided by 2. Substitute the limits 0 and 1. We can take 1 by 2 as common factor because it's a constant. So take 1 by 2 outside. Apply the limits only for e power 2x 0, 1. So this becomes 1 by 2. Here e square minus e power 0. So which becomes 1 by 2 e square. E power 0 is nothing but 1. So this is the value. Next question. Integration of secant square x minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So what is integration of secant square x? Integration of secant square x is tan x. So tan x from minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So here you may ask why we are not writing an integral constant. Since this is an definite integral, so we can put the values for x. So therefore, let's put the upper limit first. This is tan pi by 4 and lower limit second, tan minus pi by 4. So what is the value of tan pi by 4? It is 1. So tan of minus pi by 4 can be written as plus tan pi by 4 because tan of minus x can be written as minus tan x. So therefore this can be written as minus tan by 4. Again 1 plus 1, the value is equal to 2. So let's take the next question. We have integral of 0 to 1 2x square plus 1 by x. So let us see what is integral of x square. Keep 2 as constant. Integral of x square is x cube by 3. And integral of 1 by x is log x. So this is from 0 to 1. Let us substitute the values here. What happens? 2 x cube is 1 means 2 by 3 plus log 1 minus again here f of a we have to substitute 2. It is 0 divided by 3 plus log 0. So therefore here it becomes 2 by 3. Log 1 is 0 and the second term completely becomes 0 because the limit itself is 0. So therefore the value of the function is 2 by 3. Or you can write it as integration of 0 to 1 2x square plus 1 by x into dx. You can take the value separately. 2 keep outside. Integration 0 to 1 x square plus integration 0 to 1 by x dx. Here also dx. So you will get the values as x cube by 3 from 0 to 1 plus log x from 0 to 1. So which becomes 2 1 by 3 minus 0 plus log 1 minus log 0. So log 1 is also 0, log 0 is also 0. So therefore the value here is 2 by 3. So you can apply this method also to evaluate the integral. Next one, sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. So here we have a trigonometric function. So let us take the integration of substitution method. Now by half angle formula, I can write sin x as first sin x by 1 plus cos x as 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. And 1 plus cos x or 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x. So 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2. So 2. So cos x by 2, 1 cos x by 2 cancels. We are left with sin by cos. So I can write this as tan x by 2. So now here for this integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x divided by 1 plus cos x can be written as 0 to pi by 2 tan x by 2 into dx. So what is integral of tan x by 2? It is log of secant x by 2. So therefore log of secant x by 2 from lower limit 0 to pi by 2. Substitute the value log of secant. Pi by 2 becomes pi by 4 minus log secant 0. Now secant pi by 4. So now what is secant pi by 4? That is secant 45 degree. It is log root 2 minus log secant 0 is 1. So therefore the value is log root 2. Next one, e power x plus 1 divided by e power x. Let us write this integral as 0 to 1 e power x by e power x plus 1 by e power x dx. So separate the integral 0 to 1 e power x cancels 1 into dx plus 0 to 1 by e power x into dx. Integral of 1 into dx is x. This is e power minus x. So e power minus x means it is minus e power minus x So this is the integral value. So we have the limits from 0 to 1. So let us substitute here. It is 1 minus e to the power minus 1 minus 0 minus e to the power minus 0. So anything to the power 0 is 1. So here 1 minus 1 by e. So this is 0, this is 1. So e power minus 0 can be taken as 1. So it is minus 0 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 by e. So this is the value of the given integral. Next, x into e power dx. So here we have two functions in the form of a product. Let us apply first integration by parts. So let's see now. Let us take integration of this function first. Let's see the integral value. First function, integral of second minus derivative of first into integral of second into dx. So let's see the value. X into e power x minus derivative of x is 1. Integration of e power x is e power x. Again integration of e power x is e power x itself. So e power x. So this is the value. So now in the place of this 0 to 2 x e power x dx, I can write x e power x minus e power x from 0 to 2. So let's substitute here. It is 2. You can take e square minus e square minus 0 into e power x is 0 only minus e power 0. So here it is 2e square minus e square, e power 0 is 1, minus into minus is plus 1. So the value of the given integral is e square plus 1. So next one, we have 1 to 2 x e power x. We have already seen x e power x is x e power x minus e power x. So therefore, let us substitute it. So this can be written as x e power x minus e power x integral from 1 to 2. Let us put 2 value first. 2 into e square minus e square minus 1 into e power 1 minus e power 1. So here e power 1 minus e power 1 means e minus e. 2e square minus e square is e square. So this is e minus e cancels. So the value is e square. Next problem, 0 to pi by 2 x cos x dx. So let us first find the integral of this. So this is integral of x cos x dx. Can be written as first function integral of second minus derivative of first function integral of second function into dx again. So what happens for this function? So it is x into sin x. So here we have integration of sin x again dx. So the value becomes x sin x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. So it becomes plus cos x. So therefore, integration from 0 to pi by 2 x cos x dx can be written as x sin x plus cos x from 0 to pi by 2. Let's put for pi by 2. Pi by 2 sin pi by 2 plus cos pi by 2 minus 0 sin 0 plus cos 0. So we know sin 90 is 0. So the first one becomes 0. Cos 90 is 1. And here it is minus 0 minus cos 0 is 1. So the value get cancels. Hence the integral value is 0. We have integral of 1 to 2 x plus e power x dx. So let's take this integral 1 to 2 x dx plus integral 1 to 2 e power x dx. So x means x square by 2 from 1 to 2 plus e power x from 1 to 2. So here it becomes 2 square, that is 4 divided by 2 minus 1 square, 1 divided by 2. And here e square minus e. So 4 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is here 3 by 2. 3 by 2 plus e. If you take e square minus e, you can take e as a common factor and write it as e minus 1 also. Next one, cosecant square x dx from minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. We know integral of cosecant square x is minus cot x from minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So here let me take minus as a common factor outside. So I will take cot x minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So therefore here I will get, so cot pi by 4 minus cot of minus pi by 4. So outside I have negative. So minus cot pi by 4 is 1 again. So minus, this is again minus, if you take it becomes plus. Again cot pi by 4 is 1. So 1 plus 1 we have, the value is minus 2. So like this, using fundamental theorem of integral calculus, we will find the value whenever the upper limit and lower limit of our integral function is given. We'll meet you in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.